Grand Rising. This is Goddess Euwan.
Goddess Kuelimika.
And we're bringing you our podcast today. It's a Vibe Goddess. So we hope you guys enjoy this information we're about to kick off to you, okay?
Yes.
And before we get started, go ahead, hit subscribe, like, share, and also hit that notification bell if you want to be notified once we upload a video. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm trying not to be so animated because, you know, y'all, I'll be all over the place. But anyway, okay. we gonna toast. This is our 7th video, y'all.
Yes.
And we're gonna toast to that because, you know, by us not staying close by each other, and then, like, we have so much going on in life, like, you know, kids in college, grandkids in school, and, you know, back and forth, and it's just so much going on in our lives. Hectic.
Yes.
And, you know, we're healing all that in one with visits to physician offices and stuff like that. So we have a lot going on, and so for us to be invited to this 7th video, I think it's great. And so we're going to toast to
absolutely.
That. You know, we had an awesome person to you know, tell us we were doing a great job, and they stopped by to give us a bottle. And you guys, it's good. Yeah, I already opened it. I'm sorry. Yeah. But we did save some, so we're gonna toast. And I made it pop earlier. I'm sorry, but we're gonna, you know, just toast to or whatever. And, you know, we usually don't drink, but we're going to drink for this occasion. So, you can taste it, and if you don't like it, I'll add you a little juice to it. It's bitter.
Yes, please add the juice.
I know, it's really bitter. I think the more the bottle costs, the more bitter it is.
This is what you're going to add?
I'm going to add that. That might make us drunk.
Uh-oh. We don't want to get drunk?
Bad. Drunk. Can't get drunk. I don't like being drunk. And I really don't drink. Let me know if that's enough.
That's enough.
Okay. I really don't drink, but we're toasting to this. Number 7. And the reason is 7 is my number.
Congratulations to us.
Yeah, 7 is my number, so here's to us.
Here's to us.
Take a little drink with us.
7th video.
It's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
You like it better with the juice. Yeah.
It tastes good.
Yeah, because that dry stuff, but it's good. We're not going to complain because we didn't buy it. So we appreciate it.
So guys, we've been so busy today.
But
we taking this little time out so we can do a podcast about what are we doing about?
We're gonna do podcasts about herbals and teas and tinctures and stuff like that. So yeah. So I use like even before the COVID kicked off, you know, a lot of people were trying to find alternative ways to try to keep themselves immune up or whatever, and so a lot of people wanted to know, like, what could they use, you know, because if it's a virus, then we know antibiotics don't help a virus. So a lot of people just went back into the old ways and started getting different herbs, like some people was doing marijuana. Hey, I don't knock nobody, because if I could, I probably would have did some too. But the biggest thing that I've seen a lot of people push online was the black seed oil.
Yeah, black seed oil.
And it is horrible. So let me just say this now. If you have not tried black seed oil, it's nasty. Have you tried?
I don't want to try it.
Oh my God. You're going to spit it out. It's horrible. But I've learned to, I guess, stomach it because I've did it so long. But even before COVID. But I stopped doing it after, you know.
I did the elderberries and the
elderberries
ginger.
Now the elderberries. Now, if you have any type of kidney disease or a kidney issue, please do not consume the elderberry unless you talk to your physician. So, as a matter of fact, before you do anything outside of the medicine you're on, talk to your physician
Yes,
first.
please do that.
But these are some of the alternative things. So you did the elderberry. What else? The ginger.
What else did we do? You remember everybody was boiling the lemon
and the orange peels and stuff.
Yeah,
yes.
Orange peels and
they
helped
a lot of people. Yeah, especially with sinus. But I'm the eyeball. It stopped me up. I can't do steam.
Yeah, very
good. That's crazy. But I would have to put something cool in. Like I had to use a humidifier, but it has to be the cold mist. I can't do the heat. It messes me up.
Okay.
And that's weird. Everybody else was like, oh, it helped, Oh, well.
And it's good to know all about what you can do or take. You have things around you in your backyard or in your, even in your flower bed. You have flowers. You pick flowers. Try to pick flowers that gonna be a healthy thing to your, help you out with your sickness and stuff like that. If you can, add those add those into your flower bed as well, because you might need them one day. Right. Just like we have 4 o'clocks in our yard, so you wouldn't believe it. 4 o'clocks are good for you. There, you can make tea. The little white flowers that you have, they're good to make tea.
So explain to them what the 4 o'clocks are, because a lot of people would not understand what they are by name.
The 4 o'clock is the 4-leaf clovers. The clovers, they call them clovers, and
that a little white,
the white clover tea
that the bee
always landing on in your
the little white stem. They be not the one you blow now. The one we used to do as a kid.
That's right. You will see when it comes out and the bees try to pollinate. Try to get the pollen off of them. But a lot of people grow them to harvest the bees, get the pollen and then make honey and stuff. This guy actually grew them in his yard, to help the bees make honey and stuff.
Well, I didn't even know that you could use them. I just used to think they were for the bees, and they used to get on my nerves because the bees was always in the ground, and you could never walk anywhere. But now we don't have that problem because you guys don't hardly ever see any bees out.
It's called white clovers.
Yeah,
white clover tea. You can look it up, Google it, and it'll tell you that you can actually drink that.
I actually looked it up and I was like, wow.
And so we also have this thing when I was coming up we used to call them she shadows, but they're like little things that look like 4-leaf clovers too, but they call sheet sorrel, and you can look that up, and it's kind of like a lemony taste, and you can that's good for you too. It's good for hydration, like you're hydrated.
So what do they look like?
They look like
are they green?
Some are green. They have the little yellow flowers on them. Some of them have the little purple flowers on them. So when you taste the flower, if the flower tastes a little lemony, that's you got the right thing.
Right.
So the flower it tastes good too.
Okay, but don't go around tasting something if you don't
know what it is. Yeah. But look it up. Make sure it's the right thing.
Yeah. So you can do Google Lens.
Yes.
And it'll tell you what kind of flower.
Yeah. Take pictures of it, and it'll tell you what health purposes it has. Yeah. So you can look it up because there's a lot of things out there that can help you. Help you with a lot of things, fevers and all that kind of stuff. So some people use what is that? It's another flower. I can't even think of the name of it. But that they use the aloe vera flower plant to do stuff.
Aloe vera juice and stuff like
all that. It's healthy. It's a whole variety of things out there that you can use. When I was coming up, we had the prickly pears with the cactus, and it grow flower on it. Then it'll grow the purple pear, little prickly pear, and you rub the prickle off there, and you break it in half, and you eat it, consume it, and it's like purple. And they started selling it on television, making the juice out of it, and people was getting it to help out with a whole bunch of different things, But
so what are they good for? Like what's
inflammation, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you said the key word, inflammation, because everybody has some type or form of inflammation in their body. And I think it's a lot in America because of the jobs we do. Like, America is productive. And it seems like no one likes to stay at home. Everybody likes to work.
Right.
So over time, inflammation builds up in our body for whatever reason.
Right.
And so these are some good ideas, good things you might want to, look into. And then by, the winter is getting ready to come, and the new pneumonia that's coming out from China, and then you got whatever is going on, you might want to check out some of these things. Like, okay, so what else is
cherry juice?
Cherry juice, yes.
Cherry juice is good. My dad has gout.
Yeah.
And
it's definitely good for gout.
It's something that you can go get at any store, that long as it's 100%.
Yeah. No concentrate, no sugar added, sugar, none of that.
Just get
regular cherry juice.
You can get tart.
Yes.
And that's
the best one.
You can drink. You don't have to drink a lot of it like you consuming water or something like that. Just a shot or something like that. And it'll help with your gout. It helps with inflammation.
It definitely helps with inflammation.
Yes.
Yes. I know because she turned me on to it. I didn't know anything. I knew cherries actually help with some things, but I didn't know like the extensiveness of, just the cherry juice, no concentrate, make sure it's just, straight like cold pressed. Right. And when she bought some over to me, like, I loved it because I like cherry juice. Yes. So I was like, Tart, I'm just drinking it to be drinking.
And it was good.
Yeah, and I'm drinking it up.
And what we did, we added a little Sprite to it.
Yeah, add a little Sprite to it.
And give it a little fizz and help you consume it better if you can't drink it while it's tart or whatever.
Yeah, but it's actually good to me without the Sprite.
Yep.
Yeah. And we don't have any more in my refrigerator. So I was ordering that off of Amazon, and I went back on it again, and they stopped selling it. It was so good. But and then it's hot.
Yeah, but you can go in Kroger's, Walmart, so on, and you can find the cherry juice that as long as it don't have any added sugar.
Yeah, and it's not from
concentrated or not like that, and you can get it, and it's really good.
Yeah.
I kid you
not.
And
I think the one she's referring to also is made in the USA, and I'm not sure what the name of it is right now, but it's made in the USA, so you don't have to worry about it being made in China or somewhere else, no offense, China, I'm just saying I don't want no food from y'all, and I don't want anything to drink from y'all, but sometimes in our grocery stores we have stuff from China that's food and y'all may not know about, but it's actually made in the USA. So that's a good thing.
You got like flax seeds, they help with cholesterol. They help lower your cholesterol and stuff. Okay. So anything that you can come up with, and you can, don't take my word for it, just go look it up. And by all means, if the doctor give you medicine, and definitely take your medicine. And if you're allergic to some of these things, make sure you don't take them unless you consult with somebody and see if you have allergic reaction or something like that.
Or ask your mother or grandparents if they're still around and say, hey, did y'all ever try this, for this? Like, because like some of the older people, they had a lot of remedies. Some of them was not right now.
Some of them was like,
some of them were actually really good.
Yeah, just like my grandma used to go pick up the cow manure.
Oh my God.
They call it cow pie. And it dries, and she flips it over and makes sure it don't have anything.
Do they make tea with it?
Yeah, and then she gets
my mother did that.
Get the cheesecloth. Yeah, and they strain it with the cheesecloth,
and then drink cow shit.
Cow did not have. They didn't eat nothing but grass.
They just ate grass. Yeah.
So
but still, this cow shit. To me, I'm like, my mom said, she was like, you know what? Y'all complain. We didn't go to the doctor all the time. Every time we turn around, these kids here will go to the doctor or need to go to the doctor. Y'all so unhealthy. She was just talking all kind of shit, right?
Yep.
And she gonna say, we used to drink cow shit. I was like, what? Oh my God, she like she just threw me back a little bit when she said that. I was like, drink cow shit, really? Yeah. She's like, yeah, girl, we used to drink cow shit and corn husk and
everything,
all kind of shit.
And they used to rub.
And she was like, we never got sick.
Turpentine and all that stuff on you and. Just a bunch of stuff.
But then again, I be thinking to myself, but y'all the same ones that told people to put butter on burns, you know, and that's just like cooking it. Like, you don't put butter on burns. But again, you know, some of those things you have to really, you know, check into.
I'm gonna tell you, really, when I was pregnant, when they told you to put the cabbage leaves on your.
Girl, I ain't never heard of that one.
You put the cabbage leaves on your breast.
Really?
To draw the milk out.
Oh, I didn't know that, girl. I'm gonna have to drink to that one. What the heck?
So you put the.
Did nobody tell me? Was it supposed to help with the swelling?
Yeah, it helps.
Girl, somebody should have told me that. Mm-hmm. Why she didn't tell me that? Because, baby, these things was hurting. Do you hear me?
But when I did that, they actually
took the swelling out. Yeah. Girl, that's a need to know. That's female 101.
Ask your grandparents about it.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. Look, if any of you guys know anything about the cabbage, you know, taking the swelling down out of the breast when you're pregnant, drop me a line, because I missed that one. And I know I'm an old baby.
We're gonna Google that after she.
We're definitely gonna look at that one.
We're gonna look that up for her.
I'm upset because did nobody tell me. You know why? Because baby, these things were sore. Like,
do you remember when they used to tell you to get a straw? You ever heard about the straw you put in the baby have a hiccup? And you can put the straw into like a cross over top of their head.
No, see, I don't know nothing about
the broom straw.
Really?
You know the actual broom straw, and you put it in there and crisscross.
And it's supposed to keep the baby from having
hiccups.
See, it's some new shit on me. Look, a lot of this stuff I don't know about, but I'm learning, and the reason why I'm learning because alternative medicine to me sometimes make a little more sense than a lot of the chemicals that they're putting in, you know, drugs. Man-made chemical drugs, because we have natural from the ground
stuff
remedies that can actually help you.
My auntie and my mama and my grandparents had sage growing in their garden, in the yard, or when you drive up you can see it in the driveway, and you can get them and you can and they smell so good.
Yes,
and you dry it and dry it up, and then you can make tea out of it.
Yes,
so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I love really sage. Good for you. I love sage by all means. Not the cooking sage. It's a sage that you can make tea. Now you can cook with it, but you can make tea out of it. Yeah, they have different kinds of sage, so you can also Google that. Like, it's different kinds of sage.
Look for the wild sage. You can make the wild sage, the one that grows mainly maybe in the south.
Well, you know, nothing really grows wild anymore. Chemtrails all around. So
because we used to have persimmons, but they used to be this little.
What is that?
Persimmon, you know, they're this big now. I don't know what did they cross them over with something or not, and they're like got the little a texture like you bake a potato.
Okay.
It has that kind of texture, and it's so good. I'm gonna have to get you one.
What color is it?
It's it turns orange.
Okay.
Like a bright orange, and I'll show you.
Yeah,
I'll Google
get some of this stuff, girl, and bring it on over here so I can see it.
I remember when if you open the persimmon seed, and if it has the spoon and it used to have a spoon and a shaped spoon or a fork in it. Wow. It used to have a shaped spoon or a knife in the ones that we had.
Really?
But if you get the spoon, that means you have more winter because you have to shovel. Okay. And it's like a little shovel.
Okay.
And so that's what they say. But those were good. We had back in the day we had a lot of things that we could eat wild. Had grapes that grew. I know
they had wild lettuce.
We had things called maypop. They was green.
Now I've heard somebody mention that once.
The maypop.
Yeah, maypop.
And you never.
I may pop you and I may not, but go ahead.
You'll never know. Some of this stuff might have kept us healthy when we was coming up because we ate a lot of that stuff. Our grandparents showed I never knew. No, I can't get out. I never knew about it myself, but we always
it just came natural.
They came on the vine,
okay,
and then there was little round green things, and you open them up. They have the little bitty little seeds, and you put them in your mouth. They pop.
Okay,
and so
I've never had those.
And
either.
it's really sour.
Okay,
and it was really good. And we had the wild grapes, which they call mustardine.
Mustardine, yeah.
Those were they still grow wild, and they're good. And they have the seeds have good purposes. So I have to read it up, look it up, and you can look it up too. But they have good medicinal purposes. Yeah, health purposes. And the mulberry, and the mulberry leaves. They're good, but you have to be very careful. You have to look it up and make sure you don't consume too much stuff that's not gonna, that's gonna be too much for you.
Now those are the ones with the little berries on them, look like they reddish, like
little blackberry. And we had those growing in our backyard.
I wonder.
It was an old tree, and it grew in the backyard.
I wonder if that was growing back here. When the summer comes, we're gonna look. Okay, it's some berries growing up, and I'm like, what kind of berries are these? And I tried to Google lens it, but it didn't tell me what it was. Yeah, so those are some good alternatives. I'm sure most people know about the echinacea. Echinacea tea, they sell that in the store, so it's easy to get. It's good for colds, most definitely. Also, they got the mullein tea. And the reason why I know about mullein tea because I lived in Arkansas, and it was like, I'm not gonna say famous for growing mullein tea, but it actually was a place where people would come to get some mullein tea from. So that's how I knew about the mullein tea. If you need a strong medicine, like they run out of stuff, like when we go to the doctor and they write me scripts, sometimes you're not able to get your script filled because everybody needs some medicine, right? So if you can, or if you're around a store that sell Whole Foods and stuff like that, you probably could find some mullein tea in a bag. And it's a natural narcotic. So when I say this, it's not illegal because they have not. So I may not need to say it because they might try to say it's illegal, you get it. But anyway, it's not illegal. It is a natural narcotic. It's actually a very good tea. And you can make it just like you make tea. But I don't like adding sugar to stuff, so I would never add sugar. I would use honey if I make some, use a little honey or whatever. It's good. I actually have a bag because we went to Arkansas, and it's a store called Box 10. It is one of my favorite stores, and they have a lot of different like stuff you can buy in bags. So this is like, I don't know what it looks like. This is the mullein flower. Almost look like the 4 o'clock, don't it? But this is the mullein flower. And it's what you use like for colds, pneumonia, RSV, stuff like that. Now, remember, always consult your physician before you consume any herb, because just like other medicine has, okay, I don't never turn my phone off. Just like other medicine have side effects when mixed with other stuff, so can herbs. Yes, so you have to be very mindful. So I did get. Please ask your physician. Can you consume those things with your medicine, or even if you have something that's going on with you, is it safe for you to consume it and stuff like that? And then of course, everybody knows about the rosebuds, the chamomile, and even the lavender. And the chamomile tea almost look like the 4 o'clock leaves. It sure does a little bit. Yeah, it does have a lot of the whiteness on it. Yeah, we have to see that. Is that considered as in the family of it? Right. Yeah, because I do have some chamomile in there. I actually have some immunity tea. I haven't tried it yet. I did try something one week, and then I had took my medicine with it, and I had a little reaction to it, so I kind of backed up a little bit. Right. But I have some immunity tea, and I need to see what's all in it, and I can tell everybody, what it is. But I haven't used that one yet, but I used to have immunity tea from another brand, and I happened to see this one in a jar, and I actually was in, where was I when I got this? I was in Arkansas somewhere, and I bought me some immunity tea, and they did not have the brand that I normally get, so I got this kind. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to try it over the weekend just to see, like, what kind of effect it gives you. Let's see, the mullein, the elderberry, what else we talked about? The 4 o'clocks.
Yeah, the clovers, white clovers, which is the 4. When you see the 4 o'clocks, and they have the white flowers, so that's the.
And there's some more. I always talk about this certain.
And the sheet sorrel.
Yeah. I always talk about this other certain herb that I normally tell people about, and right now I'm having brain farts. But what's the other? I said something about burdock root. Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want to say. Burdock root. Look, I've taken burdock root before, and I'm serious. It actually helps you. Like, it just, I want to say, purify your lungs, your whole cells, your body, your everything. I'm just saying, it is actually really good. Just be careful where you get the burdock root from, because they do have sources from China that they get. But I just ordered mine from an American farm. They have American farms that just grow different herbs and stuff. Do your research, get on there and order you some burdock root. Okay, I'm telling you, it's a cell cleaner. It purifies your cells.
What about the sea moss? What is that good for?
Sea moss, they say it has like 91 elements and different stuff to. I'm not sold on the sea moss, because when you're buying this sea moss online, people actually didn't start growing it in-house or around in America. It's not from America. If you're getting sea moss from America, you're not getting the real thing.
Okay.
Sea moss comes from the island. It comes from the ocean.
Okay.
And over that way somewhere. It's not in America. I'm sorry. Right. That's why I have a problem. I have some sea moss in my fridge now, and it has not turned yet. It hasn't changed, and it's been in my fridge for a year.
Wow.
And so I'm like, this is not real sea moss. It's not. They actually, people are growing it in pools and stuff now. Like, and they'll sell it, be online. Oh, I got your sea moss. It comes from the island, da da da. No. If you're not tracking where your stuff come from, don't buy it.
Right.
If they can't tell you where it come from, don't buy it. I do have a website that you guys could actually check out. Let me see if my book's still up here, and I can tell you what site to order from. Yeah, I got it right here. And this is not a paid advertisement, anything like this. This is just what I use. Mountain Rose, go to their website. Mountain Rose Herbs. If you want to order burdock root or mullein tea or elderberry or ginger or anything, and you may not have it in your store. A lot of grocery stores don't sell a lot of different herbs and stuff that's usable for its consumption.
Right.
So this is a good company to use.
What's the name of it again?
Mountain Rose Herbs.
Mountain Rose Herbs.
Yeah.
Herbs. Okay.
And I haven't updated my catalog, but you see 2019, 2020. I was ordering up some stuff, yeah. Because I ordered a big bag of elderberry, and I still have a small amount left.
Okay. We're going to need it.
Yeah, and the only thing is I can't use elderberry.
Yeah.
I can't use it, so... if I think I still got some left, I can just give it to you because I cannot use it.
I need it.
Like I said, if you have kidney issues, do not consume elderberry. Right. If you do, please, moderation, because it will affect your kidneys. So if you have a kidney issue, do not.
As she said, always consult your doctor and ask them about anything that you try to consume as herbal. And will it affect your immune system or your body or anything that's going on with you, or will it interact with your medicine or whatever?
Right. Oh, and the other one I want to talk about, comfrey. Comfrey is so plentiful. Well, not now. It used to be in every yard, everybody's house. Comfrey used to just grow. Now you don't see it unless you buy the seeds from somewhere to populate your ground with it.
Right.
What I did, I went to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has a lot of little flower boxes with different seeds and stuff in it. When you pick it up, stuff just falls. It's just seeping out the edges and stuff.
Right.
Well, anyway, if you get those boxes, it's like usually 2 different kinds or whatever. If I were you, I would pick up me about 5 of those. Okay. And I will put them around my tree in the yard and watch in the spring. When you put them things out, watch how all these different plants populate on your ground.
Wow.
And you can go in and get your phone and start saying, oh, this comfrey. Oh, this wild lettuce. Oh, this. And that's what I did, because I was like, we don't have any of this stuff growing.
Right.
Nothing. There's no flowers growing. But when we had that shut down, you start to see little flowers pop up everywhere. Yeah.
Because it's good to grow your own garden.
Yeah. And if you're growing a vegetable garden, go ahead and put you some herbs in there, like comfrey, the mullein tea, the mullein leaf, and different stuff, echinacea, daisies, lavender, anything. Just put some of that stuff over in there. Rosemary.
Right.
Sometimes we have the cure right in our kitchen.
In our kitchen.
And we don't even know it.
In our faces. And we have stuff right there. And, it'll help you out to at least go and research things and see if anything is beneficial to you that is herbal. Because, and if you try it and it helps, it's okay to do it, but don't let it stand in the way of going and get your checkup from your doctor, and let them examine you and see are you okay. Because
still make sure you're okay.
Yeah,
have your regular checkups. If you take something and anything doesn't feel right to you, please seek medical attention. Do not just brush it off. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yes.
But I use these people. I use them. They have some other companies online. Like I've never ordered from them, but they pop up a lot, on my little screen.
Right.
So that's one I'm gonna check them out. I heard, but I have checked this company out, and they are good. They are good. They let you know where the stuff come from. If they didn't grow it on their own land, they tell you where it come from. And if it's a place where you don't want to consume, then be like, no, can I get mine sent from such and such? Do you have an alternative? Or because again, I personally don't want my burdock root coming from China.
Right.
Anything that I consume by mouth, I don't want coming from China. Unfortunately, I'm sure there has been a lot of things. Not trying to talk about China bad. I'm just saying let's just say their government doesn't check in on their companies like we do.
And another thing, whatever soil you plant your stuff in, let me see, how can I say, it is better to plant it without a whole bunch of chemicals and stuff like that. Try to do something, like natural.
Use natural, stuff to get rid of the
environment,
bugs.
natural environment, and environmental stuff, because you don't want to plant your stuff and then you don't know what you're consuming. So
now, the most chemical that I would actually use for in the for the plants and vegetables and stuff is soap and water.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Get you a spray bottle, put some soap, some Dawn dishwashing detergent in that bottle with that water, and spray, and it would kill them spider mites.
It's kill the spider mites. It'll kill the. I think it would kill also the bacteria, the
and the
fungus.
Eggs,
the fungus and stuff.
And you could do that, or use rosemary spray.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Peppermint.
Peppermint.
You have to be a little careful with the peppermint now, because that peppermint is hot.
And I heard that peppermint helps. Ants and spiders don't like peppermint. No, is it peppermint or lavender? One of those.
They don't like. I think it's peppermint.
Okay, and I know some insects don't like lavender.
Right. Too. Some insects don't like lavender. They don't like peppermint. You can use all these different things. Now, if you have a garden and you growing vegetables, like I said, add some herbs in there, so one plant can fight off another, bug or something is resistant to one bug, and it can fight out whatever, it can keep away some stuff.
Like that lemon drop plant you got.
That lemon balm.
Lemon balm, I meant to say.
Yes.
It's like that lemon balm, I meant to say. It smells so good. You can get a little piece of it, and you rub it in your hand. It smells. It smells so good.
This is one of the most easiest plants to grow.
Yes.
Get you some lemon balm in the spring. Plant that in the ground by your house somewhere under the tree. It don't matter. I promise you, it's coming up every year.
You remember I told you?
It's going to be beautiful. It smells so good.
You remember I got the little spray bottle and put some little rocks in there?
Yeah.
And I put the lemon balm leaves in there and shook it up. Mm-hmm. And it broke what you call it? The leaves open so the perfume, the fragrance can come out. So I shook it and it smells so good. I sprayed it through the house and it just smells so good.
Because you could just take your hand and just rub across it and oh my God, it just smells so good. Mm-hmm. I love it. Yes, and I did harvest some.
She gave it to me.
Yes. Yep. I did harvest some. Matter of fact, it's right there.
Okay.
It's right up under there. Also, lemongrass. That's another one. Oh. The lemongrass that grows tall, look like some weeds. It just grow and hang over like that. Lemongrass is good. You make your own lemongrass. I was paying $12, $15 for a little bottle of lemongrass.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I'm buy my own lemongrass and make it myself. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I do. Yes, and it smells good. So I got a little bit over there.
Okay.
Waiting for me to wrap my own smudging stick. I want to.
And reason we talk about all this stuff because some of this is what we're getting to, because some things we might need. Some stuff might go off the shelf some days, and you can't find certain things, and you want to find the something that you can take and to at least help you a little bit.
And the shelves are gonna be empty. And let's just say this: remember, the CDC just said that all the medicine that we're buying from the store for colds and all this and sinus, it doesn't work.
But you get that lemon balm.
Yes.
Baby, you rub it and
lemon balm,
and you put it up,
tea.
and it also good to smell, and it kind of open your nasal passages.
Yeah, it smells so good.
It smells so good. So.
And another flower they used to grow just wild is yellow dock. Now, be careful with the yellow dock.
Now you telling me something new now.
Yeah, yellow dock. It's kind of like let's see, what's the one? It's kind of like. Not bladderwrack, it's another one. Mm-hmm. It's good for I think it's like arthritis and different stuff. So we have another good for arthritis. Before I forget, they call it. You ever heard of pussy willow tree?
Yeah,
that tree. Which I don't know technical name for it, but that's what they call it. It's good for arthritis.
Okay.
That tree is like aspirin.
Wow.
So like if you want aspirin and they don't have any in the store, go get you a piece of that tree, some of that bark.
Yes.
Take that and put it in some water, warm water.
See, she telling you something good.
And that's your aspirin. So if you go to the store and they have no aspirin, find you that tree.
Because I used to wonder.
What's the real name for it though? I forgot. Let's see, Willow.
I know my brother, and they used to get the bark off the tree, and they used to sell it to the co-op, and they made medicine with that.
Yes.
And the milkweed, they used to make medicine with that too. So we should have that stuff growing right in our backyard.
Yeah, we should.
And the trees that I'm talking about, it grew right in our front yard. So my brothers, they used to get them and just get the bark off the tree, and they used to take them to the co-op and sell them, and they made a little money from it. So that was back when everybody was selling get the drink bottles, and they can take the drink bottles and get a little money for them.
Yes.
Yeah, that was back then. But I'm telling you how old I am now. Which that don't matter. But anyways, that was back in the day. Those was a good remedies, and some majority of them that my grandparents used actually worked. They had some kind of little thing in the bottle. I don't know what it was, but my grandma called it Philly with an A, and it's have the little crumb at the bottom of it, and I don't know what that was she put down there, but she used to shake it up, and she used to get the little top and pour it in there for a stomach ache, and it worked.
Girl, I'm telling you, those people back in the day, they had some medicine,
and I might have been pronouncing wrong, but I know is somebody out there probably know that's older than me know what I'm talking about. But she used to give it to us when we was kids.
So this what that pussy willow look like.
Wow. Okay.
And that's your natural aspirin. That's natural from the ground. So you don't have to go to the store and buy aspirin. This it right here. That's what it's made of. You can take it to a lab wherever. This is aspirin. This is natural. Yeah, it comes from God's great, beautiful earth.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's awesome. And I grew up around a father that did a lot of alternative medicine. He does not, let me say it like that because he's still here. He doesn't believe in a lot of traditional medicine.
Right.
So he does a lot of different herbs and stuff like that. But of course, there are some things you cannot get around.
That's right.
Like for surgery, stuff like that, you have to have like they're gonna give you the medicines that they have on hand to help you whatever they're doing to you. Exactly. So that doesn't mean forget about what the doctor's saying and don't pay attention to the doctor. You know what's wrong with you then.
Please go to your physician.
Make sure you talk with him and tell him you rather do less chemicals as possible. And some doctors would tell you like what to use. Like my eye doctor. So like I've been diagnosed with Sjogren's. I can't say the word.
Right.
It's all rides with lupus, and so they're giving me all the eye drops they can give me. Like there's nothing else they can give me.
Right.
So he just simply said, like, we're giving you something to help moisture your eye. Now we added an oil to it. There's nothing else. He said, but you can take something natural that I know might help you. In the long run. Takes a while. He said, fish oil. I said, fish oil? He was like, yes. He said, take it every day. He told me what milligrams and what kind. He said, take it every day. And if you guys out here taking vitamin D, make sure you take K2 with it so you can get some absorb it better. And I know most people never hear from their doctor say, oh, get you some vitamin D, get you some K2 with it. get you some magnesium too. So yeah, so these are some things like we can do to help ourselves before we get sick. Like if you know you're not outside with the sun, you know you're not gonna see the sun for a while, or the sun is being blocked, go get you some vitamin D and K2, then get you some magnesium, because you need magnesium in your body. So get you some magnesium, and that's something they never tell you to do. Then you good. You know, get you some fish oil if you're lacking tears and, you know, dryness, because with lupus, your body is dry. Like your eyes, your mouth, your nose. Like it's like the worst feeling in the world.
And that's right. And also, since it's beginning to be winter, and you're being in the house more, so you're definitely gonna need your vitamin D. Because you're gonna not be in the sun a whole lot. And
just don't overdo it with that vitamin C.
Don't overdo
that vitamin C. Now you need it, but don't overdo it with that vitamin C. You can mess yourself up if you take too much of that. So, you know, be careful about the dosages and stuff you take. You know, don't overdo anything. Do everything in moderation.
Because you don't have to drink all your juices. A lot of us like to, when we eat breakfast and stuff, we'll get the juice and fill it all the way to the top.
And that's not what you do.
You don't need all that sweet. You know, just a little bit. Don't take that much.
Just 4 ounces. Like when you oh, you know, everybody gonna start getting orange juice, drinking, you know, or eating oranges. If you eat an orange, you don't need that juice. That's the same thing. If you eat an orange, you don't need the juice. You know, just don't overdo it. That's you know, because you can, just like with regular medicine, with antibiotics, you do too much of it, you just overpower your body with it. It won't be no good for you, no use. I mean, because you didn't overdid it. So everything in moderation.
I learned that even though we eat, we only have to have a few pieces of anything. We don't have to really stuff ourselves with food, because you're gonna go back and later on and eat you something else, so you don't have to overdo a whole lot of things, you know, you know. So that's even food, because sometimes we stuff ourselves and that causes us to be sick in the stomach or whatever. So just be careful on a lot of things you do. Be careful on consuming a lot of meat products, bread and sugars and stuff like that. Be careful. I mean, it's okay to have it in your body, but don't consume so much of it. I mean, we've been taught that we have to have so much of
on our plate.
Our plate, we don't really have to have. And that's just me. I'm telling my own self that too. Me too. I don't have to have all that stuff at one time. We put all that on there, and then we go back and put up some more on there. We don't need all that at one time. Just a little will do. Drink some water. Swallow it, and your stomach will be filled. You know, if you do that.
Or just, if you're at home, just get you a saucer.
A saucer or a small bowl.
Saucer. And put all your food on. That's all you eat, you know. And if you're at a restaurant, just tell them, hey, could you give me half of it and put the other half in the box to go? You know, stuff like that.
Because we're going to have to start doing that ourselves. So, because it's unhealthy, because that's how we have upset stomachs and stuff like that, because we're overeating. Because we hadn't really digested the other food that we already ate not too long ago. So if you keep putting that on there, you're going to have upset stomach.
Okay, so that's what the yellow dock is for. Now we know, for the digestive. So, you know, I got to remember some of this stuff. I mean, it's so much stuff, like, you got to remember. And if you ever forget like what it's for, just go on here and Google like the benefits of yellow dock, the benefits of mullein, the benefits of elderberry, the benefits, you know, and that way you'll know what you're consuming.
And if you're of age and you're not having not even up of age, or you're not having natural enzymes, natural probiotics in your system that breaking down things like it's supposed to, make sure you're getting your probiotics and your natural probiotics and your natural enzymes.
Right.
Because that helps your body, your digestive system, and also your digestive system is also connected to your nervous system.
Yes.
So when you have a nervous stomach, or you get upset, or you have anxiety and stuff, it's coming from your stomach. That's what I was told.
Yes.
That it always comes from your stomach. So just take care of your body.
Yes.
We're trying to get you to take care of your body in a natural way.
Yes. And dandelion, that's the one I was trying to think. I couldn't think of them.
And you can eat dandelion.
Yes, you can.
You can eat it.
You can eat dandelion.
Yes.
Yes, that's that dandelion, burdock root, and yellow dock is very good for the fall.
Yes.
Get it now.
Please
also, echinacea. I can't do echinacea, but I know it's good. Like if you have lupus, keep the echinacea and the garlic away from you. But everybody else, consume you some.
And please,
so much better.
Please seek your doctor.
Yes,
seek your physician. Yes. Make sure you're taking stuff that's ask them, can you use that with this or this with that, or even if you can use it at all, so you won't get sick. But we're just trying to tell you stuff that you can, if it's okay with them.
Yes. Yeah. Most definitely. So you guys, we hope that we gave you some type of information that will help you in the long run and help you through the winter, just in case we run out of different stuff. Now you have some alternatives to actually try.
Yes.
But again, do contact your physician for anything that you digest, because we're not responsible. We're just giving you the information. Okay.
That's right.
And so this is all I have. Anything you like to add?
That's it.
Okay. So we thank you guys for watching. I'm Goddess Euwan.
Goddess Kuelimika.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, and share.
Yes,
hit the bell if you want to be notified. Ding. You guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Ashe.
Ashe.
Thank you for watching It's a Vibe Goddess podcast every Tuesday and Friday on air with Goddess Kuelimika and Goddess Euwan. Also subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell if you want to be notified once we upload a video.